Yeah, so I can go down. Yeah, where you at?
I've never been.
Hello, welcome. Oh, I have one light on. That's super weird. I should probably have. Oh, I don't need it. Oh, is that mine? Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Thanks. Patience. It's okay. Okay. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. So welcome to Director Presentation Night. So exciting. Okay, so we're going to get rolling. I hope we got everybody. I think we've got everybody. If you're a director and you are missing somebody, tell me right now. Perfect. We are recording. If you didn't notice that, then you missed the videotape. I'm going to turn that light off because it's already in my eyes. Jim, just unplug that really quickly.
I don't know where the
Never mind, I'll do it
is.
in a second. That's fine.
But I'll look.
Don't unplug the
No,
camera.
I'll unplug the camera.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it. So
I'm an actor,
we are
not
going to
tech.
do this by a tried and trusted move or a method of Dungeons and Dragons. So
I love it.
the first group that's going to go tonight is Lucia, who is coming to us from a previous class and did not get to finish the first time. So the entire director's class from the previous class is all here tonight. Yay! Two of them are actors and one of them is going to do her thing tonight. So Lucia is going to start. Then the next four chose the most depressing stuff we could find. So we are going to end with the one director that did not choose the most depressing stuff. So Harmony's going to go last. So the other four stand up. Other four directors stand up. Number between 1 and 4, go. 1, 3,
2.
1.
2 is first.
Gotcha.
Great. For a second.
3 is after that. 3 is again. 3 is going to keep going all night. 1, and then 2 is after that, and then we'll be. What? Oh, you're last.
And then I'll be last.
Then you're last.
Yep.
So who did I just put in order of?
Number 2, number 3, and then I don't know.
Number 1.
And then one.
And then
Second to last.
second. Okay. So you guys remembered your order because I didn't.
Yes.
Ta-da! Okay, so here's what's going to happen. This is going to be really exciting. So the director's going to come up, tell you a little bit about their show, what they chose. They're going to give you some of their vision, what the messages they want to get across, tell you a little bit, about that. Some of them, I think I do have somebody who wrote their show or their scene. And then you're going to see, then they're going to introduce their actors or actor. I'm standing under mistletoe. Nargles. So, and then you're going to get to see a scene. Then you'll see the next director, on and on and on, and then there will be cake. There's so much cake. I am counting on y'all to eat cake. I have diabetes. I'm not taking all that cake home. So
Just save a gluten-free cupcake for me.
there's a gluten-free. So there are vegan cupcakes and there are gluten-free cupcakes. If you are not vegan or gluten-free, please leave the vegan and gluten-free cupcakes for the people who are vegan and gluten-free. Thanks. Finally, there are some dip mixes over there. My neighbor asks that you take some of those dip mixes. All right, get excited. We're all excited. Please welcome to the stage Lucia, and she will present her presentation for you now. Yay, give her a hand.
Hey everybody, Selena, thank you for allowing me to come back and present this. So last time I was here, I was going to present a completely different scene, and I guess I should start by saying I'm a psychotherapist. I'm also a creative arts therapist, and I work solely with women, and I help women to create what's called self-revelatory theater. It's a form of drama therapy. I'm also a dance movement therapist, and so I kind of bring everything together to help women create scenes that will help them to be able to have witnesses come and see their scene, and it's usually a scene that has something to do with an area of their life that needs healing. And so those witnesses come to them and they get to watch their scene and hold them in a non-judgmental space. So the scene that I'm presenting tonight is actually a scene that I wrote for myself. I've actually never done this before. I ask other women to do it and I've never done it, so I figured, hey, I'll just do that tonight in front of a bunch of strangers.
Yes.
But that actually feels better to me right now. This scene is called Pauline. This takes place in a women's obstetrics clinic. This has to do with an appointment that I had a few years ago that did not go well and was just a really hard time in my life. And so the setting for this would just be, I just saw it as a black box stage, which really no scene work, just a chair for Pauline to sit in. She always takes center stage, and I will be taking the lower chair, and I wish I had something lower because I really wanted her to be able to take more status in the scene. She has a lot more status than I do in the scene until the very end. But as for lighting, I would probably have, she asks for a close-up a lot during this scene, and so I would always have a close-up light on her so that she could take advantage of that. Yeah, I think that's it. I did a lot of this in voiceover, so I'm not on the stage the whole time. Pauline is on the stage most often by herself. And I just thought that the voiceover created more of that intensity on this being her scene. Right? She takes up most of the space. Yeah, so I am going to begin. I have one actress tonight, Melissa. Melissa, thank you so much for doing this.
Anytime.
Yep. And we will begin. Woo!
Hello, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. Oh my goodness, the crowd. Oh, and they're all here for me. Oh, just take it in. Oh, yeah. I'm ready for my close-up.
You probably don't remember me, but the day we met had a profound effect upon my life. You aren't at fault for the mental breakdown that I had, but you certainly played your part in shaming me. The day we met, I was looking to you for help. I was looking for a compassionate, kind, and talented practitioner. I sat in your office after I had waited nearly a year to come in to see Dr. A for possible hormone imbalance. I didn't know what was happening with my body. Something was off, and I had ignored it as long as I could. You walked into the room like you were walking on stage. Truly, it felt like a grand entrance of some kind. Your body was full of large gestures and a voice that reminded me of Gloria Swanson in Sunset Boulevard. That's the image I have of you. Gloria Swanson, charming and grand, but very dark and disturbing underneath. Rageful, so insincere and so insecure about herself that she is overcome by mental instability. As a lifelong practitioner of morphing into what others want of me, I met you where you were at and played into your scene. That's the other thing that comes to mind. It was your scene, not mine. Our meeting was clearly not about me, and it was never going to be. It was your scene, your show. The Pauline show must go on, no matter who you hurt. So I met you in your scene, supporting your ridiculous persona.
And what can I do for you today, my dear?
Well, I'm having some symptoms of hormone imbalance. It started after my daughter was born, and I'd like to find out if there actually is anything going on. Maybe some testing of my hormones. I am 41 now. Perhaps it's perimenopause. There's nausea and cramping, periods that are all over the place, difficulty sleeping. I have 2 small children. I want to be able to be there for them. I don't want to be irritated and annoyed all the time.
Well, darling, you're probably not even ovulating. This kind of thing started for me when I was right about your age. I had cysts on my ovaries so large, they were the size of an orange. It was very painful. You know, I know exactly what you need. A low-dose combination birth control pill that will regulate you. I promise that in a few weeks after taking this, you will start to feel like a new woman. Your skin will glow, although you actually do have very beautiful skin. You'll get back to being the cool, hip chick that you are, and your kiddos will get a new and happy mommy. God, I can't even imagine what it's like to have 2 small children. I can barely stand it when I come home from work, and my dogs are all over me. They are so needy. Even when I'm going to the bathroom, they're pawing at the door and whining. Like, I can't even imagine having 2 human beings needing my time.
Freeze. Sorry, I just want to point out that she compared having 2 dogs to having 2 children. That's it. Actually, well, I haven't taken birth control in about 5 years now, and I'm not sure it's right for me. Shouldn't we do some blood work or some panels just to make sure there actually is something going on? Not that I'm a fan of them, but maybe I should have an exam. I just want to make sure before I start taking something.
Well, dear, we can check your thyroid and FSH levels to make sure they are in the normal range, but that really is all we need to do. You just need a little more estrogen. Kelly, please, get Miss Lucia a prescription for Alessa. You know, it's been lovely seeing you, dear. Now, you let me know if you have any issues. You call me anytime.
I filled the prescription that day but didn't take them. There was something about you that was just off for me. I should have honored that, and I wish I had. That was November. By January, I couldn't take the symptoms anymore, and I wanted relief. I started that pack on your advice and your promises that I would feel like a new woman with even more gorgeous skin. 3 weeks later, after starting that pack, I couldn't have a bowel movement. When I say couldn't, like using the force of pushing a child out of my body wasn't doing it. I called the office, I asked for advice, no call back. So I quit. I just stopped taking it. And oh man, it was like an explosion of my gut. GI symptoms that wouldn't stop. Diarrhea, nausea, acid reflux, vomiting, body weakness. I couldn't eat. I shed 10 pounds in a month. Something wasn't right. You said, call any time, right?
Kelly, I'm going to take a break. Taking close-ups is hard work.
I called the office and finally got a hold of Kelly to get me into the office to be seen. Well, Dr. A prefers you go to your primary care physician for GI issues. We can't do anything for you. I know that, Kelly, but these GI issues seem to be the direct result of this pill. Can I please get my hormone levels tested or get an exam? Please, I need help. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll put you in with Pauline again. Dr. A is available. Tomorrow at work? Yes, I'll have my kids with me, but yes, anytime tomorrow. I was scared. Is that silly, Pauline, that I was scared? I'm curious, should I have been less freaked out by what was happening? Didn't I have a right to be alarmed? Do I still question that? Should I just ignored it and moved on? I mean, I have 2 small children and a husband that I really love, and it occurred to me that perhaps something was so wrong that I was in danger of losing that. Maybe I was dying. I couldn't bear that possibility, so I came to you. I wrote down all my questions in a tiny notebook so I wouldn't forget, and I slid it into my purse. I woke up early and got my 2- and 5-year-old ready to drive across town with me to your office. I hated doing it, but they were young enough. They would forget having to be witness to the exam. I was shaking. My body had developed a trembling, which also scared me. I didn't know what it meant. I just didn't know what was going on. And honestly, you didn't have to know either. The only thing necessary from you that day was your compassion and kindness. Again, you made your grand entrance, but this time very frigid. No big floating gestures, just stern and still in that voice, cold as ice.
I am ready for my close-up. Darling, what can I do for you today?
Well, I started taking that birth control pill you prescribed, and I had a really bad reaction. I couldn't have a bowel movement for 3 weeks, and now I'm having terrible GI symptoms because I stopped taking it, and
that is a very unusual reaction to the birth control pill. That's not normal. Have you gotten your period since you stopped taking it?
yes, actually, I got my period 2 days after I stopped, and then I didn't get another one until something like 35 days after.
Oh, well, then it looks like everything is back to normal.
But it's not. I'm having all these symptoms, and I want to find out if there's something going on. Can we just do a hormone panel? Maybe check my progesterone and my estrogen levels?
I'm sorry, but there is nothing we can do for you here. We are a basic, bare bones practice. We see pregnant women and women in menopause. You'll need to speak to your general practitioner. After all, you need to let them know what's going on. It could be something very serious. Some disorder, perhaps even an autoimmune disorder. Crohn's disease, maybe even something more serious. They'll be able to do full blood panels and check for everything.
So I can't get any testing.
No, dear. Your thyroid and FSH levels were checked in November and were normal. You know, I have the name of a very good counselor. Her name is Kim. I can get you her card if you're interested.
No, that's okay. I am a psychotherapist, actually.
Well, I know, honey, but you need to take care of you too. She's fabulous, and what will you guys be doing today? Are you going to the park to take in some vitamin B? It's such a beautiful day out. What's your name? Van? Van. Now you make sure to take very good care of Mommy, okay? Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you. That was one of the most humiliating moments of my life. Dr. A's office was always a place I looked forward to. Maybe that was because I was on that narrow list of people that they actually serve. I was either pregnant with my son or my daughter, or planning to get pregnant on each of those visits, so it always had this feel of excitement for me. I walked out of there holding my kids' hands and getting out of the way of the next pregnant woman being called back in for her appointment.
You promised me a close-up, my dear.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right over here. You will get your close-up. There it is. Do you feel it?
I do. I really do.
Look at them. All here for you.
For me?
Smile big. Freeze, right there. Good. It felt to me like you took some pleasure in that scene with me, Pauline. From my perspective, that's what stays with me. Your smirk, your subtle laughing under your breath with each of my responses to you. I wonder if you had known what happened to me after that, if you would have had the same response. But who am I kidding? You were so vicious. What are you doing treating women? Tell me, what on earth are you doing? Because what happened to me just can't be in isolation. People have patterns, so I'm not the only one. There are a lot of names I'd like to address you as, Pauline, but nurse practitioner isn't one of them. Coward is the best title I have for you. Fear leads to the kind of viciousness you had towards me. You're not a helper. You're not a healer. You're an insecure bully. And I will never, ever share a scene with you again. Enjoy our close-up. And scene.
Hi, everybody. Nice. My name's Bruce. I am brand new to Wheat Ridge Theater, which is very exciting for me. I did theater for a long time, and I'm finally getting back into it. So, I am doing Long Day's Journey into Night. For those of you who don't know, it is one of the most depressing classics in American theater. It is more or less autobiographical because Eugene O'Neill was a depressing human being. The play in question does take place over a single day. It is the day that his mother redevelops her morphine addiction. It is the day where he is re-diagnosed with tuberculosis and believes he is going to die. It is the day where his brother tells him that he has been slowly sabotaging him his entire life, and his family slowly falls apart. In the real story, 2 years after the date of this play, everyone but Eugene is dead. Now, let's talk vision. Obviously, it's a little bleak, but thank God for our Jamie, there's some really excellent dark comedy to be mined out of this. Because even in our darkest moments, we have to find the comedy in those moments or we don't survive. Now, I remember sitting in class, over here, right there, in fact, and I wrote down waves crashing against the rocks. And I had no idea why. And then I picked this play. And it made so much more sense because aside from the characters, which are Eugene, his older brother Jamie, their mother Mary, their father James Sr., who just goes by Tyrone in the script, and their maid, there are 3 other characters that are never seen. The ocean itself is a character in the play. The fog that creeps in from the ocean is a character in the play, and the horn that blares through the night, reminding them of that encroaching fog, they are characters of this play. I'm sorry, I get really worked up. This play was my senior thesis when I was in college. Before that, it was my mother's master thesis when she was in college. Design-wise, I want to stick grayscale. I want to stick blacks and whites and grays. Each character has been told they get a little spritz of color if they want, but it's not something that they have to do. The design is very simple, very American realism, and with a thrust, it's even more exciting. Lighting should be practical. This is their living room. This is a very simple space. This is a very intimate space, and it should feel lived in. Even though the family is fairly wealthy, the patriarch is such a tightwad that he saves every penny. So we should utilize every piece of the space to acknowledge that. And I did a recap of the play, so I think we're ready to introduce our actors as soon as Mike is done getting clothes on. Meanwhile, if my lovely actors would come up for me. First, we have Cassie playing Edmund, which is Eugene O'Neill's counterpart in the play. For some reason, the only first name he decided to change in the play. Don't know why. Caden over here will play Jamie Jr., the older brother, and Mike, in his wonderful night dress, will play James Sr., the patriarch of the play, and I believe I will get out of their way and let them go.
Why shouldn't I be proud? Hell, it's purely selfish. You reflect credit on me. I've had more to do with your bringing up than anyone. I wised you up on women so you'd never be the fall guy or make any mistakes you didn't want to. And who steered you onto reading poetry for Swinburne, for example? I did. And because I once wanted to write and planted it in your mind that someday you'd write. Hell, you're more than my brother. I made you. You're my Frankenstein.
All right, I'm your Frankenstein. So, let's have a drink. You crazy nut.
I'll have a drink, not you. Got to take care of you. Don't be scared of this sanatorium business. Hell, you can beat that thing standing on your head. 6 months and you'll be in the pink. Probably haven't got consumption at all. Doctor luck. Fakers told me years ago to cut the booze or I'd be dead, and here I am. They're all con men, and anything to grab your dough. I'll bet this State Farm stuff is a political graft game, and doctors get a cut for every patient they send.
You're the limit. At the Last Judgment, you'll be around telling everyone it's in the bag.
And I'll be right. Slip a piece of change to the judge and be safe. But if you're broke, you can go to hell. Therefore, put money in thy purse. That's the only dope. That's the secret to my success. Look what it's got me. Hey, listen, kid, you'll be going away. May not get another chance to talk, or might not be drunk enough to tell you the truth I've got to tell you now. Something I ought to have told you long ago for your own good. Not drunken bull, but in vino veritas stuff. You better take it seriously. Want to warn you against me. Mama and Papa are right. I've been a rotten, bad influence, and the worst of it is, I did it on purpose.
Shut up! I don't want to hear.
Did it on purpose. To make a bum of you, or part of me did. A big part. That part that's been dead so long, that hates life. My putting you wise, so you learn from my mistakes. I believe that myself at times, but it's fake. Made my mistakes look good, made getting drunk romantic, made whores fascinating vampires instead of poor, stupid, diseased slobs that they are. Made fun of work as a sucker's game. Never wanted you to succeed and make me look even worse by comparison. Wanted you to fail, always jealous of you. Mama's baby, Papa's pet. And it was you being born that started Mama on dope, and I know that's not your fault. But all this ain't goddamn you, I can't help hating your guts!
Jamie, cut it out. You're crazy.
Don't get the wrong idea, kid. I love you more than I hate you. My saying, what I'm telling you now proves it. I run the risk you'll hate me and you're all I've got left. But I didn't mean to tell you that last stuff. Go that far back. I don't know what made me. What I want to say is I'd like to see you become the greatest success in the world, but you better be on your guard because I'll do my damnedest to make you fail. Can't help it, hate myself. Got to take revenge on everyone else, especially you. You know, Oscar Wilde's Reading Jail has the dope twisted. The man was dead, so he had to kill the kid you love. That's what it ought to be. The dead part of me hopes you won't get well. Maybe he's even glad the game's got Mama again. He wants the company. He doesn't want to be the only corpse in the house.
Jesus, Jamie, you really have gone crazy.
Yeah, think it over, and you'll see that I'm right. Think it over, and think it over when you're away from me at the sanatorium. Make up your mind. You've got to tie a can to me. Oh, get me out of your life. Think of me as dead. Tell people I had a brother, but he's dead. And when you come back, look out for me. I'll be waiting to welcome you with that my old pal stuff and give you glad hands. And at the first good chance I get, stab you in the back.
Shut up. I'll be goddamned if I listen to you anymore.
Only don't forget me. Remember, I warned you for your sake. Give me credit. Greater love hath no man than this, that he saveth his brother from himself. That's all. Feel better now, gone to confession. Know you absolved me, don't you, kid? You understand, you're a damned fine kid, ought to be. I made you, so go and get well, don't die on me. You're all I've got left. God bless you, kid. Oh, that last drink. The old KO.
God, he's finally asleep. Thought he'd never stop talking. I heard you better let him stay where he is. Sleep it off. I heard the last part of his talk. It's what I warned you. And I hope you heed that warning, seeing it comes from his own mouth. But don't take it too much to heart, lad. He loves exaggerating the worst part of himself when he's drunk. He's devoted to you. It's the one good thing left in him. Fine spectacle for me, my firstborn, who I'd hoped would bear my name with honor and dignity, who had showed such brilliant promise.
Keep quiet, can't you, Papa?
Waste, a wreck, a drunken hulk, done with and finished.
Clarence is come, false leading, perjured Clarence that stabbed me in the field by Tewksbury. Seize on him, Furies, take him into torments. What the hell are you staring at? Look in my face. My name is Might Have Been. I am also called No More. Too late. Farewell.
I'm well aware of that. And God knows I don't want to look at it.
Papa, quit.
I got a great idea for you, Papa. Put on a revival of the Bells this season. Great part in it you can play without makeup. Old Gaspard the miser.
Shut up.
I claim Edwin Booth never saw the day when he could give as good a performance as a trained SEAL. SEALs are intelligent and honest. They don't put up any bluffs about the art of acting. They admit they're just hams earning their daily fish.
You loafer!
Papa, do you want to start a row that will bring Mama down? Jamie, go back to sleep. You've shot off your mouth too much already.
All right, kid. I'm not looking for an argument. I'm too damn sleepy.
I wish to God she'd go to bed, so I could too. I'm dog tired. I can't stay up all night like I used to. Getting old. Old and finished. Can't keep my eyes open. I think I'll catch a few winks. Why don't you do the same, Edmund?
Sing.
It's you, weird.
So hi, that was really, really good. My name is Raiden Julian, and I will be directing Bent, written by Martin Sherman. Well, first I just want to thank my brother and mom. My brother for always helping me and encouraging me through everything, and my mom for just always being always being there for me and driving me everywhere and really helping me. Just yeah. I do want to let the audience know there will be a gunshot during my performance, so if anyone has a problem with that, you can sit out. It's okay. I will not take offense. I want to thank my wonderful actors for helping me with do this production. When the first time I read the script, I was almost in tears because the writers just really know how to draw you into a world. My actors are Selena A Naumoff.
Naumoff.
Naumoff, sorry. Sorry.
They never found her, I'm just saying.
Sorry. My actors are Selena A Naumoff, who is an outstanding director and an actor and a person. I want to thank her for entrusting me with this amazing play because one of my actors got COVID yesterday. She is stepping in for the illustrious Rob Peo. She is playing Horst. She will be playing Horst. Then I want to thank Jörg Jörg was born and raised in Berlin, Germany. He was a professional dancer for 15 years. He lived on 4 continents and has been in Colorado since 2007. He runs a local water filtration company and is a wonderful actor. He will be playing our guard and captain, who are the same person in the scene. And then I want to thank R.J. Franklin for coming. He is an amazing actor. He started theater sports and improv, and had a later start in scripted work. He has acted in Shakespeare production and the long version of Bent, which is really exciting to take on as a mediator of this part. He's an incredible actor playing Max. My vision for this play is to show the horrificness of the Holocaust, and for this specifically toward the LGBTQ+, community, and how evil they were treated during this, and how dehumanized they were by the Nazis. There are no words to describe how evil the Holocaust was. but I hope this play kind of helps show what people went through. The gay people in this were deemed bent because they weren't straight, and that's why it's called Bent, the script. But who would have guessed, right? Yeah. Nazis took Jewish people, gay people, everyone in the Holocaust's dignity. They took their freedom, they took their choice, they took everything away from them. Horst and Max take their freedom back in an unconventional way in this play. My vision for this play is for everyone to remember the Holocaust. And so we never, ever repeat the unspeakable acts towards anyone, especially people who fall under the definition of bent. Thank you. Yeah, my idea for the thing is darker. I know we can't really do this with these lights, but darker. My concept is so you get sucked into this world through the amazing acting of my actors. Thank you.
You,
Yes, sir.
you're responsible.
Yes, sir.
I'm up there.
Yes, sir.
You,
Yes, sir.
I see everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll explain. Hey, we can't stand here. We have to move rocks. You
Yes.
see those over there?
Yes, sir.
You take one rock at a time,
Yes, sir.
and you move it over there.
Yes, sir.
And then, when the entire pile is over there, you take one rock at a time and move it back.
And move it back.
Yes.
We move the rocks from there to there, and then back from there to there?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Oh, he's watching. We have to move.
Okay.
It's supposed to drive you crazy.
These are heavy.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
What do you mean, drive us crazy?
Just that. It makes no sense. It's pointless. It serves no purpose. I figured it out. They do it to drive us crazy.
Well, they probably know what they're doing.
But it doesn't work. I figured it out. It's the best job in the camp. That's why I got you here.
What?
Don't stop. Keep moving. There's a couple more things. That fence,
Yes?
don't touch it. It's electric. You'll fry.
Yes. I won't touch it.
And over there, the pit,
Where?
over there.
Oh, yes? It smells awful.
Bodies.
In the pit?
Yes. Sometimes we have to throw them in.
What do you mean you got me here?
I worked a deal.
I don't want to hear. Yes, I do. What the hell is this? You got me here? What right do you have?
You were at the Stones?
Yes?
Was the work there harder than this?
I guess.
People get sick.
Yes?
Die.
Yes?
Guards beat you if you didn't work hard enough?
Yes?
So?
So? So what?
So, it was dangerous.
This isn't?
No, no one gets sick here. All it can do is drive you crazy.
That's all?
Yes.
Then maybe the other was better.
No, I figured it out. If you keep your head and you have someone to talk to.
Ha, I see. Someone to talk to. Don't you think you should have asked me
Asked you what?
if I wanted to move rocks? If I wanted to talk to you?
Didn't have a chance. They moved you.
Thank heaven.
Your new barracks, is it all pink triangles?
Yes. They're arresting more queers each day. They keep pouring into the camp. Is yours all yellow stars now? How'd you get that yellow star?
I'm Jewish.
You're not Jewish, you're a queer. You should be wearing a pink triangle.
I made a deal.
You don't make deals here.
They said if I could, they said, they took me into that room.
Where? On the train?
On the train. And they said, prove that you're... And I did.
That you're what?
Not
Not what?
queer.
How?
Her.
Her?
They said, if you... And I did.
Did what?
Her. Made
Made what?
love.
Who to?
Her.
Who was she?
Only maybe 13. She was dead.
Oh,
Just dead minutes. Bullet in her. They said, prove that you're, and I did. Prove that you're, lots of them laughing, watching, drinking. He's a bit bent, they said. He can't. But I did.
how?
I don't know. I wanted
To stay alive.
and they said sure, make him a Jew. And he's not bent. And they laughed. They were having fun. But I got my star.
Oh, yes.
I got my star.
Where did the bodies come from?
What bodies?
The ones in the pit.
Oh, the fence. The hat trick.
Oh. Well, what's that?
Sometimes the guard throws a prisoner's hat on the fence and he orders him to get the hat. If he doesn't get the hat, he'll shoot him. If he does get the hat, he's electrocuted.
I'm really gonna like it here. Thanks a lot.
I'm really doing you a favor.
Some favor. You just want someone to talk to so you don't go crazy. And I'm the only one who knows your secret.
What secret?
You're a pink triangle.
No, I'm a Jew now.
You are not.
They think I am.
But it's a lie.
It's a smart lie.
You pervert!
Yes, sir.
You coughed.
Yes, sir.
You're not well.
I am, sir.
I see. You, Jew!
Yes, sir.
Watch.
Yes, sir.
Yes, watch.
Yes, sir.
Watch, sir. Put down that rock.
Yes, sir.
take your hat off.
My hat, sir?
Your hat, yes.
My hat, sir?
Your hat!
Yes, sir.
You. Relax.
Yes, sir.
And watch.
Yes, sir.
You.
Yes, sir.
Throw your hat away. Not there.
Not there, sir?
No, pick it up.
Yes, sir.
Good. The fence, now.
The fence, sir?
The fence! That's all right. I'll wait. Better now?
Yes, sir.
Nasty cough.
Yes, sir.
The fence, now.
On the fence, sir?
The fence!
Yes, sir.
You, Jew,
Yes.
are you watching?
Yes, sir.
Good. You,
Yes, sir.
get your hat.
Now, sir?
Now,
Are you sure, sir?
quiet.
Could I do without my hat, sir?
No!
Yes, sir.
You, Jew,
Yes, sir.
get rid of the body.
See.
Nice. Oh, thank you, Bruce.
No problem.
Here's a telephone. I should go have it.
Okay, let me... Didn't hit my head on the floor.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming so much. It's great to see you, all of you. That was a really moving scene. I was really touched. So it's tough to follow such an incredible performance. But my scene that I chose is from August, Osage County, the very last scene of the play. I know that some of you are familiar with this play, and Selena as well. And it is a family drama. It's a dark comedy. It's very dark, but there is a comedy. It takes place in Osage County, which is in Pawhusta, Oklahoma, I believe. It is in August, which contributes to the feeling of the mood. It's very hot. Everybody's very agitated. Tensions are high. As I mentioned, it's a family drama about a patriarch who has recently died, and he is married to Violet, and they have 3 daughters. Barbara is the oldest, Ivy is middle, and Karen is the youngest. There's also Violet's sister and her husband and their son, and Barbara's husband, who she's in the process of splitting with, and their daughter are other characters, as well as a sheriff who plays a smaller role. So there's a lot of themes in this play, very dark themes. We have incest, we have addiction, we have a dysfunctional family, we have suicide, and we have racism. So there's really heavy, very heavy themes throughout. But despite that, the reason I picked it was because I really like the way the characters are written. They're authentic. I feel like I can relate to some of them. I feel like I know some of them as family members, possibly, or friends of mine. There are moments through the play that are like sparks, when there's connections between characters, and that's what I feel there's some joy, despite the dark themes throughout the play. So this is designed to be performed in a 3-story home. It's an old farmhouse that's 100 years old. It hasn't been renovated since 1972, and this is taking place in 2007. But if we're performing it here, we have to use our imagination. It's all going to be on one level. There's not going to be any stairs for the bedrooms. The kitchen will be in the back. The living room will be on this side, and the dining room is here. The living room is there where the chairs are. The porch is all the way to the front. There will be bookshelves on either side. Books are a very important element in the story, not only as part of the set or a prop, but it's actually character. There's the play starts and ends with a poem by T.S. Eliot, The Hollow Men, which was written shortly after World War I. And so that's kind of a running theme throughout the story. And then there's some other literary references throughout, so the bookshelves would be very prominent in the play. The lighting is going to be very, very ghostly, very gray. There's going to be a lot of shadows. There's intermittent color. There's a scene when the police car comes, the sheriff comes to tell the family that their patriarch has been found dead in the lake. So the red and blue lights of the police car will be shown there. The first act it's even darker because they have all the windows covered over, and there's tape covering them, so no light can come in. The sound there's not a lot of sound throughout. I pictured the pre-show and the intermission music would be in the style of Eric Clapton. There's a song by Eric Clapton at some point toward the middle of the play, and so that would kind of bring it together, bring all the elements together. The costumes would be reflective of the family's economic status. They were not a wealthy family. A lot of blacks would be worn after the funeral scene of the patriarch. As you can see, some of the characters are wearing sleepwear, which in my mind adds to the depressing element. I know that's an unpopular opinion today. People wear sleepwear throughout, all the time. But for me, it's depressing to see that when that's happening throughout the day. And so there's another character that is not in this scene, the youngest sister. She would wear something more flashy, something more colorful and revealing. So that would represent her character. So that's kind of my vision for what I want to display in presenting this scene to you. So now I'll introduce the cast. We have Linda is playing Ivy. We have Tori, who is playing the maid, Jonna. We have Linda Button, who is playing Violet, the matriarch. And we have Mary, who is playing Barbara, the oldest daughter. And so now I present to you Act 3, Scene 5 of August, Osage County.
Is she clean?
Clean-ish.
So she's not clean.
The woman's got brain damage, dummy. Do you think I'm going to strip search her every time she slurs a word?
You know the difference.
She's moderately clean.
Moderately.
Oh, you don't like moderately? Then let's say tolerably.
Is she clean or not?
Take off. We're all trying to get by, okay?
I'm nervous.
Why? Oh, Christ, Dolly, not tonight.
Why not?
We're only just now settling into some kind of rhythm around here. Now you come in here with your little issues.
I have to tell her, don't I? We're leaving for New York tomorrow.
That's not a good idea.
A good idea?
For you and little Charles to take this thing further.
Where's this coming from?
I just got to thinking about it and I think it's a little weird, that's all.
Well, it's not up to you.
Well, there's a lot of fish in the sea. Surely you can rule out the one single man in the world you're related to.
I happen to love the man I'm related to.
Oh, fuck love. What a crock of shit. People can convince themselves they love a painted rock. Huh. That's great. What is it?
Catfish.
Huh. Bottom feeders. My favorite.
So you think I shouldn't tell her?
You should rethink the whole proposition. New York City is a ridiculous idea. You're 50 years old. I think you could break a hip. Eat your fish. Eat your catfish.
You're infuriating.
I ain't the one fucking my cousin.
I have lived in this town year in and year out, hoping against hope someone would come into my life.
Now, don't get all cussing the colors on me. Now, wipe that tragic look off your face and eat some catfish.
Who are you to talk to me like this?
Howdy, Mom.
What's howdy about it?
Look, catfish.
Oh, catfish.
Jana! You hungry?
Ivy, you should smile like me.
Mom needs her dinner, please.
I'm not hungry.
You haven't eaten anything today. You haven't eaten anything
I'm not hungry!
You're eating. You do what I say. Everybody, do what I say.
May I ask why neither of you is dressed?
What is it with you?
Yeah.
We're dressed. We're not sitting here naked, are we? Oh, do you want us to dress up?
Right, because you're coming over for fish.
If you're coming over for fish, you're supposed to dress up.
I'll eat in my room.
That's fine. Thank you. Eat.
No.
Eat it, Mom. Eat it.
No.
Eat it, you fucker. Eat that catfish.
Go to hell!
That didn't cut my fucking ice with me. Now eat that fucking fish.
Mom, I have something to talk to you about.
No, you don't.
Barbara.
You don't. Now shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Please.
What's to talk about?
Mom.
Forget it, Mom. Eat that fucking fish.
I'm not hungry.
Eat it.
No!
Mom, I need to.
No.
Mom!
Eat the fish, bitch!
Mom, please!
Barbara, please.
Okay, fine. Do what you want.
I have to tell you something.
Ivy's a lesbian.
What?
Barbara!
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Did you eat your fish?
Barbara, stop it!
Eat your fish.
Barbara!
Eat your fish.
Oh, Barbara, quiet now.
Mom, please, this is important.
Eat your fish. Eat your fish. Eat your fish.
I have something to say.
Breaking shit. Oh, because I can break shit too. Oh. See?
Charles and I.
Little Charles.
Charles and I.
Little Charles.
Charles and I.
Little
Charles and I.
Little Charles.
Barbara.
You have to say Little Charles, or you won't know, she won't know who you're talking about.
Little Charles and I. Little Charles and I are...
Little Charles and you are brother and sister. I know that.
Oh, Mom.
What? No, listen to me.
I've
Little
always
Charles.
known that. I told you. No one slips anything by me.
Mom.
Don't listen to her.
I've always known that. I told you. I knew the whole time Bev and Maddie Faye were carrying on. Now, Charles should have known too if he wasn't smoking all that grass.
It's the pills talking.
Pills can't talk.
Wait.
Your father tore himself up over it for 30 some odd years, and Beverly wouldn't have been Beverly if he didn't have plenty to, to brood about.
Mom, what are you?
It's better that you girls know now, though. Now that you're older, never know when someone might need a kidney. Better if everyone knows the truth.
Oh my God.
Though I can't see the benefit in little Charles ever knowing, break his little heart. Tell me though, honey, how'd you find out?
Why did you tell me? Why in God's name did you tell me this?
Well, how do you care?
You're monsters.
Oh, come on now.
Picking over the bones of the rest of us.
Oh, you're crazy nut.
Monsters.
Well, who's the injured party here now?
Not Ivy. Ivy, listen.
No, leave me alone.
Honey.
I won't let you do this to me.
Well, Maddie Faye told me. I didn't know what to do.
I won't let you change my story.
God damn it, listen to me. I tried to protect you.
We'll go anyway. We'll still go away and you will never see me again.
Leave me like this.
You will never see me again.
This is not my fault. I didn't tell you. Mom told you. It wasn't me. It was Mom.
There's no difference.
You know well as I do we couldn't let Ivy run off with little Charles. She just wouldn't be right. Ivy's place is right here.
She says she's leaving anyway.
Nah, she won't go. She's a sweet girl, Ivy, and I love her to death. But she isn't strong, not like you and me.
Right. You've known about Daddy and Maddie Faye all those years?
Oh, sure. I know. I never told them I knew, but your father knew, and he knew I knew it, and he always knew that I knew it, but we never talked about it. I chose the higher ground.
Right.
Now, if I'd had the chance, there at the end, I would have told him. I hope this isn't about little Charles, because I know all about that. Mm-hmm. Well, if I'd reached him at the motel, I would have said, "You better be off if you quit sulking around about this ancient history." And anyway, you feel cast down. That doesn't let you off the hook.
You reached him at the motel.
I called the motel. The Country Squire Motel.
Country Squire Motel.
But it was late. It was late. He must have already checked out. I called over there on Monday after I'd gotten into that safety deposit box, and I told him, I told you I had to wait until Monday morning for the bank to open so I could get into that safety deposit box. I should have called him sooner, I guess. I should have called the police or Ivy or someone, but Beverly and I, we had an arrangement. Now you have to understand that. For people like your father and me, well, we never had any money, even as kids, people from our generation. That money is important.
How did you know where he was?
He left a note. Said I could call him at the Country Squire Motel, and I did. I did called him on Monday.
After you got into your safety deposit box.
We had an arrangement.
If you could have stopped Daddy from killing himself, you wouldn't have needed to get into your safety deposit box.
Well, hindsight's 20/20, isn't it?
The note say Daddy was going to kill himself. Mom!
If I'd had my wits about me, I might have done it differently, but I was. Well, your father and me, well, we both...
You were both fucked up! You were fucked up! Both you were fucked up!
You had better understand this. You smug little ingrate. For the one reason Beverly killed himself, and that's you. Think there's any way he would have done that if you'd still been here? No, just him and me here in this house, in the dark, left just to ourselves. abandoned and wasted life devoted to your care and comfort. So stick that knife of judgment in me. You just go right ahead and make no mistake. This blood is just as much on your hand as it is on mine. Well, he did this. He did this. That was his doing, not ours. Can you imagine anything more cruel to make me responsible? And why just to weaken me, just to make me prove my character? So no, I waited so I could get my hands on that safety deposit box. But I would have waited anyway. You want to show who's stronger, Bev? Nobody is stronger than me, God damn it. Nothing is left when everything is gone and disappeared. I'll be here. Now who's stronger now, you son of a bitch?
You're right, Mom. You're the strong one.
Barbara? Barbara? Barbara, please. Barbara, please. Barbara, please. Barbara, are you in there? Ivy, are you in here? Bev? Ivy, you here? Bev? Barb? Ivy? Bev? Jonna? And they're gone. And they're gone. And Barbara's gone. And Jonna.
It's just the way the world ends. It's just the way the world ends. It's just the way the world ends.
Oh, and scene.
Good girl.
Was that supposed to break?
Okay, the stage manager.
I meant that.
I know. Denise, you promised me we weren't breaking anything on stage.
I know, I lied.
I do too. Yes. I'm sorry. Front row with your feet clear. Yes. Yeah, I see it under your feet. I just don't want anybody in heavy. Thanks, Mama.
That was fun.
Yeah, thanks, dear.
I like that scene.
You guys didn't know this was a full contact sport. Theater's always a full contact sport.
You should always wear safety goggles when you go to the theater.
If you're in the front row, it's nice.
I like that scene.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Don't repeat any of the words.
Don't worry, I won't.
No, the stage is risky.
No, that's not bad.
So, I wasn't there. The first play I was in, out of okay, I say that because my mom was doing things
I think Ivy No, I'm just making sure there's no pieces for anybody to get there. Because I'm looking at a few more.
Seemed like she was very
I just want to, I don't want anybody
And then the crew chief said, well, let me explain.
Everybody in the next group is wearing shoes, am I correct? I think we got it all, but I just want to make sure. That was Denise's sneaky way of getting me to
Are we good? No more class?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a strange concession for tonight.
So I'm sharing you. Okay, Art, we all set?
Yeah, no more class, right?
I think we got it all.
Okay, perfect. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Arden.
Hi.
So my little scene is from Anatomy of a Suicide. So we've got those same themes for you. We've got death, we've got suicide, we've got generational trauma. We don't have incest though. Sorry. I know. I'll just go. So my super basic boiled down vision for this cradles those topics. So I really see Bonnie as the main character of this show. I should mention this play is very complicated and dynamic, being that there are 3 narratives going on at the same time on stage. So you're watching essentially 3 plays at once. But the way that they balance this is really giving you that effect of you are nowhere, you are outside of time and space during the show. So specifically the transitions will very much reflect that. And then when the actors start, you are planted in their timelines, which happen at the same time. So we've got 3 generations of women, Carol, Anna, and Bonnie. Carol is Anna's mother, Anna is Bonnie's mother. In this scene, we have Lucy, who is playing 16-year-old Anna. I've got Katie playing adult Anna, and I've got Casey playing Bonnie. Bob is John, Anna's mother, and then Kim playing woman. So these are materials that I would show to my designers to just kind of give them a sense of what I'm going for, color palette, as well as textures. And this is kind of very much how most of the show is, very blue, very aquatic theme. So my set would be mostly very blank, very white, and we would cast shadows and lights and colors onto it, as well as showing the characters' personality through their costumes. Sets would also be very, very movable, things we can move on and off stage because we're going to different scenes at, what am I trying to say? Different scenes on stage at the same time. So everything would be obviously movable, nothing would be set in stone. So again, the stage would be very simple, very bare. By the end of the play, you want to have these messages of hope. There's an uplifting note at the end in which Bonnie finds that strength within her to keep going and be herself and not let the actions of her mother and her grandmother and her family weigh her down. Yeah. I would also show even more materials to my designers. You all don't have to see all those though. Costumes, coloring, things like that.
Do you need people to hold those up for you, or do you want to?
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I just kind of like got in my head and printed out a million things. And I was like, I probably don't need all this. Trying to think, anything else? That's everything I had prepared. So I'm gonna stop talking and let my actors take it.
Who are your actors?
I said at the beginning.
Oh, good job.
Well done. Testing you.
Now who's not listening?
And
She just did it. They did it in a different order.
Where's Mom? I baked a cake. I made cheese scones and jam tarts in Helen's enormo kitchen. Her mom went spare when she got back. And I've got candles and I'm ridiculously hungover. Don't mention anything about that. It was exams, it was post-exams, and I have 100% aced them. I can't fully see out of this eye though. John? Is she in the car? Does she have one of her headaches? Tell her I feel like I'm going to vomit, but I still bloody made it all the way to sing her happy fucking birthday. Look at that view. Can we swim later? John? Dad? She made us come all the way out here to a bloody cliff top, and I got on 2 trains to be here, and she won't get out of the car? Dad?
Anna? Anna, are you in there? Anna?
Your mother went for a walk this morning.
Anna? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. She must have left.
She must have walked through the fields and into the village and then back out again. I didn't hear her leave. I know she was wearing a red coat and that she didn't take her keys. I didn't want to say it on the phone. And I thought she must have had some plan for us to be here when you found out. Perhaps she was holding on to some image of me telling you here. No. I don't know why she thought seeing cliff tops might make it gentler. A gentler sound for you. I had to go to the hospital and stand next to her aquarium to be told she was dead. She walked onto the train tracks. Or maybe she walked along them and then lay down. Maybe someone picked her up and put her there, or maybe she was lost. Just took a railway line for a path. The whole time I've driven trains, I've never hit a person. It's not true. I've hit 4. I just never said because I wanted to shield, to be the solid thing between you and she. And something so awful that has always struck me as the job of a parent. So I just kept my heart and grew it there along with all the other awful things, the other sad things, the other numerous failures, and tried not to nurture it because that is what being a human being and feeling kindness towards another is. Is that the sea on your face?
Sing.
Did we come out to bow?
Can I get another set of here?
opportunities you have back in the next directing class.
Which one of you two wants to be Vanna? Jim or Clint?
I love being there.
Excellent.
Oh, look, I don't have to move bricks this time.
I don't know if, did you want to tie? Doesn't matter. I didn't know.
Well, Selena, you want to move bricks? You just said
No,
it.
I'm really getting too old for this.
Just laugh it up, RJ.
Selena does for her art.
It's like paper mustache. Just take it.
I was in charge of the house.
I just want to make sure this was yours, that one's
Yes, I thought this was.
No, so, you know, this one's for.
Good enough.
Don't you forget.
Jim, back up with that because the video is cute to the chairs. Just stand right in front of me. Thank you. Just stand right in front of me, Jim.
All right. So, a little bit more lighthearted than the other ones.
Thank God.
Ending on a funny note, right? My name's Harmony Neal, and I've chosen to direct Patrick Barlow's The 39 Steps, which is an adaptation or Monty Python-esque version of Alfred Hitchcock's spy thriller, The 39 Steps. The show follows Richard Hannay, whose mundane life is turned upside down when he meets a mysterious woman. He takes this woman home. She claims she's a spy, and then shortly after their meeting, she is murdered in his home. Not by Hannay, but now he's the prime suspect for her murder, and a mysterious organization called the 39 Steps is on a nationwide manhunt for Hannay. So I want the show to convey the message: an innocent man is accused of a crime and must clear his name. The show is set in the 1930s, and it's a fast-paced mystery comedy, and it travels across England and Scotland. It has train rides, bridge climbing, plane chasing, murder, and romance. The play is practically designed for a small-scale community theater because of its lighthearted nature and low technical demands. So my overall theme for the show that I want to focus on is film noir, and I have some different examples on this poster here, basically using a lot of dark settings, striking uses of light that make it look like off-tilted camera angles, shadows, and a lot of silhouettes. Basically, it's like a cinematic term for like used to describe stylized Hollywood crime dramas. And then I also would keep the set really minimal because the play changes location on a dime. So we go from Hannay's flat to train rides to plane chases and more, so a minimal set will help suspend disbelief for the audience. It would also provide physical comedy opportunities for the cast. Costumes would be limited to an array of jackets and hats that can be removed and changed quickly. I would have like a black and white or gray base for all of the actors, and then colors for each of the different characters they play. The 39 Steps is performed by a cast of 4. So we have, they play over 100 roles. The characters, so The characters are, one actor plays Richard Hannay, who will be played by Selena. This is the main character. He's not going to stand out. He just has an appearance of an everyday man. And then one actor or actress plays 3 women that are Hannay's love interests throughout the story. We don't have her in this show. And then the 2 other actors play every other character in the show, and sometimes multiple characters at once. In the script, they're referred to as Clown 1 and Clown 2. So Clown 1 will be played by Clint, and Clown 2 will be played by Jim. They play train conductors, Salvation Army band members, policemen, and traveling salesmen, and more. Some of these characters are only on stage for a few seconds. To help produce these instantaneous character changes, obviously we would have jackets and hats that they could just tear off and throw away. And this 10-minute scene that I chose showcases those quick change clowns. And to give a little bit of context to this scene, what's happened so far is Hannay's took this mysterious woman home. There she tells him she's a spy. The next day, Hannay wakes up to find her dead, stabbed with a knife. He sneaks out of his home, disguised as a milkman, and takes a train to Scotland. And this is the scene on the train. And now, we'll go ahead and have the actors take it away.
Well, for one thing, they're much prettier than they were 20 years ago.
More free.
Free and easy.
Remember the old-fashioned sort?
All bones, no bends.
My wife. Look at this now.
Oh.
Our new streamline model #1.
Glory to behold. Anything to go with it?
Oh, yes. Look at this little
Now that's a sight for sore eyes.
Let's say that again. The 2 wonders of the modern world.
Tell you what, bring them back when they're filled. Get it!
When they're filled.
When they're filled.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Where are we now?
Oh, Halifax, Durham, Berwick upon Thames. Biscuit?
Much obliged.
Biscuit?
No, thank you.
Suit yourself. Oh, where are we all then? Edinburgh town.
Well, that was quick.
Wonder who won the 2 o'clock at Windsor.
I'll get the paper.
I'll go to the lavatory. Excuse me, on me.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Evening paper! Evening paper! Latest news! Evening paper! Latest!
Evening paper, please.
Evening paper, sir! Thank you, sir!
Thank you!
Oh.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to step on you there. Whoa, excuse me. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, good Lord.
What is it?
woman murdered in the fashionable West End flat.
All these sex dramas don't appeal to me. What one?
What one what?
The 2 o'clock at Windsor.
2 o'clock at Windsor. A bachelor boy.
Good.
At 7 to 4 on.
Not so good.
Anyway, what was we? Stabbed in the back she was. Portland Mansions. Portland Place.
By the BBC? That's the place to put someone to sleep. What was he like? One of the usual?
Oh, well-dressed woman, about 35. Terrible.
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 The Lieutenant Richard Hannay is missing.
You do surprise me.
Approximately 37. Dark wavy hair. Piercing blue eyes. Pencil thin mustache.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Might I look at your paper?
Oh, certainly.
Thank you.
I think I'll pop on over to the buffet car. Finished? Fancy anything?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Good heavens! Place is stiff with police. Excuse me, Constable. Caught the West End murderer yet?
We'll catch him. Don't you worry, sir.
That's the spirit.
All aboard! All aboard! Next stop, the Highlands. Anything suspicious you keep an eye on, let me know, sir.
Oh yes, don't you worry.
All aboard! All aboard!
Evening, paper. Final edition. Final edition, sir.
No, thank you. All aboard! All aboard!
All right, all right.
That was all aboard. Keep your eyes out, won't you, sir?
Certainly will do, Constable.
Don't forget, sir.
No, I won't, Constable.
Read all about it. Read all about it.
All aboard! All aboard! Anything suspicious, you let me know, sir.
Will do, Constable.
All aboard! All aboard!
Is this the 941 direction?
Platform 12, ma'am.
Thank you.
All aboard, let's be happy here.
Final edition. Read all about it. Read all about it.
All aboard! All aboard!
Oh, just get on with it!
All aboard!
Thank you.
Charles.
We thought we'd close with that one so that you all can go home and cry in your cake. Oh, I have a tie on. So if the directors would come up to the stage, all of you, go to the stage, directors. Okay, so having completed this directing class, they now receive a certificate suitable for framing. And Bruce, and I don't know what order they're in. They're all out of order. And Denise. And Harmony. All of the actors, come and see me, not at this moment because I'll get rushed and I won't be able to, but find me, actors, every single one of you, come and find me because I have a little something for you also, not suitable for framing, but I guess you could if you really wanted to. I wanted to thank everybody here who came to support your actors and or your directors. It means so much. We really appreciate it. If you or anybody you know is interested in taking the directing class, we have lots of people who can tell you how it was, if they learned anything. The next one will start January 22nd, because I need a little break. January 22nd, it will run through March 18th. It's 8 weeks. We'll have no class January 29th because, what's that show? Triumph of Love will have a, there's 2 people in this room in Triumph of Love. There might be more, but if there are, they didn't tell me. Am I allowed to tell people?
Yeah.
Oh, is that an official? So Bruce is going to be in Triumph of Love. Jim is going to be in Triumph of Love. Arden is stage managing Triumph of Love. So come and see Triumph of Love. Do it.
It's a musical.
What?
It's a musical.
It is a musical.
Comedy.
It's a musical comedy.
It's way more funny.
Did I miss anything, Jim?
And everything.
Yeah, all of this stuff is dark. It's not dark. So come and see that. Christmas Cactus opens December 1st. You can come and see that. Also a comedy. Appropriate, though apparently it's long, so children 5 and under aren't going to enjoy that, is what Maru is telling me. Come and see that. There's lots of other things to see in theater. Meanwhile, eat some cake. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. Give yourself a
Let's give it up for Selena, our amazing teacher.
Somebody who is not me gets to cut cake. It's probably Melissa again. You cut cake pretty well. They don't allow me sharp objects. I
That's wobbly.
I know. I want cake. Look, I do that. I want cake.
Nicht vergessen. Willst du deine Tasche dahin nehmen? Ja. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That, you did amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Good sir. It really touched my life. Over there, I was like, oh gosh.
Once he's playing in Denver, I'm excited.
Yeah, no, Boston, whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. We're going to New York.
Yeah.
To direct it. So fun.
Yeah.
Or to act it. He's more of an actor, but you can act it.
I almost forgot about that. I remember
I knew that. But I
He's like, that's better than
Yeah, I like
39 steps looks so.
Come on.
You should know at this point. We had a speech. I knew I would see you somehow. That library. I was like, you guys do it. Oh, you're someone's an hour. Yeah. I would have more been happy with it. I'll definitely be there.
Get some cake. We got so much cake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some cake.
Okay, I'm gonna find some of the other directors, swap around.
Did you say thank you to all your others?
I said I'm gonna say thank you to RJ again.
Wait, let me turn it on.
Oh, we turn off this camera.
Oh yeah, probably.
I know there's one. Okay. Psycho. This is psycho.
It was your delivery. I just saw like mentoring.
Or another one.
Yeah, we were there.
You were definitely not as true. I have no idea. I don't have any family or friends here. So if I remain my partner, if I get more than that. I know. She was like, it starts in
Turn off this camera, hang on.
You know what? Everything she was background.